What's up guys, welcome back to my channel for another 1/12 scale action figure review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Remad Custom 1/12 Destroyer, aka BANE. The packaging looks great, it's got a lot of nice graphics and it's very compact, which I like. It's easier to store that way and it's just a lot simpler. Don't like it when companies make their packages unnecessarily big. This guy's got enough room for himself and all of his accessories, and that's all the space you need. And now this is not how it's going to come when you order it. It's not fully put together. He doesn't come with the vest on, and the accessories are kind of in the clamshell rather than in bags. But this is how I like to store it. Here he is out of the package in all of his BANE glory. Now, right off the bat, I'll tell you that this has been heavily modified. On the left is the original. There's my custom on the right. So I've switched him over to a V-Toys body, and with that came a lot of other modifications, especially to the vest that I had to make this all fit. And there have also been a number of paint modifications that I've made actually to the clothes rather than the figure itself. Mainly because the head sculpt is perfect out of the box. It's mandible quality, it's got the shiny eyes, very, very sharp details, it's very realistic, so I'm really happy with how that came out. It's actually a little bit bigger than the Mafex sculpt, even though it looks small on the original body. But panning down to his vest, you can see there's a lot of awesome detail, especially on the back. I really like that textured cloth that they chose, all the little buckles and straps. And then his waistband, I've kind of paint modded that to add that canvasy color in there. And then the pants, I've also totally dyed them to be more accurate to the Hot Toys. The knee pads I painted as well to be gray rather than black. And then the boots I painted green because they were brown out of the package. And Remad Custom made the bracer on his right arm a separate piece, so I just had to sand it out a little bit to get it to fit on the slightly thicker V-Toys arm. And then speaking of the V-Toys body, all of the articulation is going to be essentially what you'd find on a standard V-Toys body. It's not really going to be any differences other than maybe the diaphragm, because I actually cut the diaphragm down so that it wasn't so thick around the vest. He was kind of a wide boy without any modifications, so I ended up cutting a lot of the diaphragm rubber piece away. So he gets a lot of good forward and back articulation that I don't think you'd get on a standard V-Toys without some mods. And fortunately, the head popped right onto the V-Toys neck. The ball peg is about the exact same size, so I didn't really have to do too many mods to make that work. He's got head tilt, which is not present on the original figure. The neck is all one piece. And for the legs, the pants don't really hinder articulation too bad. And the boot cuff is a separate piece, so you can kind of swivel it around. And then in terms of accessories, he comes with a coat, not this coat, he comes with a coat. This one I picked up off of eBay because I liked how it looked better. The one that comes with the Remad Custom is made of a kind of a suede material, which the Hot Toys 2.0 is going with, and it technically might be more accurate. But I really like how this looks. All of the details came out really nice, and a lot of it just seems to be higher quality than the Remad one, especially the fit. I'll show you what it looks like on the figure itself. It's really easy to put on. You just go like that. Actually, no, it takes a little bit of work, but it looks great on the figure. So good that I think I'm probably going to display him with the jacket on most of the time. I added a lot of weathering detail that I'm pretty proud of, and the articulation isn't too badly hindered. It mostly hinders going forward like that, but honestly, that's not too bad. He also comes with a little broken Batman mask, which he can hold in these trigger finger hands. Stick it right in there, and that looks great. And his only other accessory is this little picture of Harvey Dent, which I've kind of roughed up and wrinkled a little bit. It's very pristine out of the package, but he can hold that in his gripping hands, no problem. He also includes some open, relaxed hands, and with the V-Toys you get these kind of Tickle Monster piano playing hands, which are good for expressive poses, I guess. And then these open, wide hands also come from the V-Toys, which are a little bit too big. And then before we get into size comparisons, here's that comparison between the original and my custom again. And I just wanted to explain how I swapped the body. So I took off all the clothes, and yeah, this guy is pretty big, and I swapped him over to the V-Toys, and I modded the V-Toys shins so that they could accommodate the pegs that come with the Remad Custom. And now he stands at about 6¼ inches tall, which is perfect for my collection. He's just slightly shorter than Batman and about the same size as Joker. He's actually a little bit taller, but it's hard to tell in this picture. And here he is next to my customized Manipul Studio Superman and the SHF Wonder Woman. And again, I think he looks great. If I hadn't modded him at all, he'd be pushing close to that 7-inch mark and be much taller than this Extreme Toys Batman, which himself is pretty tall already. So I'm very happy with this body swap and how the size came out. And with that, we'll wrap up this review of my customized Remad Custom Destroyer, aka Bane from The Dark Knight Rises. If you think this might be the perfect Nolan Bane in 1/12 scale, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Check out my Instagram and stay tuned to my channel for future videos. And you can check out my previous videos right here.